Hello farmers, welcome back to Hinterland. Just talking to these nice young ladies here, and I asked, would you guys like more company? And they said yes, we would. So we're going to start today by buying us some more cows, some more Holsteins. Since harvest time is right around the corner, we're talking June. I'm hoping June. We're waiting for the straw bales basically, but I think we got enough straw in here to get us by until then. If not, well then I'll go buy some. Not that it's completely necessary because that just makes solid manure, but that is the whole process. So let's come over here. The trigger's here somewhere. There it is. I was looking if I wanted to buy myself an animal trailer today, because that is something I think we might need in the future when our cows get old. We're going to have to sell them because we do have the mod to where they can pass away once they start getting to be about 5 years old. But luckily, the transportation fee is kind of low. We're looking at $2,000 for 20 more Holsteins at 18 months old. So let's go ahead and just we're gonna select that. Thank you, and buy. I think we're all set. 33,000. Yes. All right. So now it's starting to look a little bit more like a dairy farm. Enjoy, ladies. So the slurry manure should start going up a little bit faster. Their health is down a little bit because we just bought them, but we may actually get a warning in the next hour or two saying health is low. But as long as they got feed, we are good to go. And the feed that they are going to need is conditioned grass, really. We can get by in conditioned grass if we need to, and that's what we're going to go ahead and make. We do have enough silage and hay to make some TMR as well. But let's go ahead and get ourselves into the Big M and start cutting some grass today. But another thing that has happened today is, we're recording this on, it's Wednesday. It's March. What's today? It's the 22nd. But there was an update to Maize Plus, which now makes it compatible with the GoVile pack, or GoVile pack. So if I come into here now and go to balers and we scroll on down, and I think I showed you these machines last time. Sorry, that ain't going to show us here. But if we back on up, you can see now it takes all the Maize Plus material. So that makes it more viable to possibly use here in Hinterland. I'm not really sure if I want to or going to, just because the bale size is kind of on the small side. But that's okay. Let's go in here, grab the Big M. I do have enough silage additive, and we got the baler still attached. Yes, we're all good to go. So let's go cut some grass, shall we? Before recording, though, I did go around to all the fields because I just wanted to make sure they were all fertilized, limed, and all set to go, and they seem to be. So I think I'm all set now. A couple times I thought I was all set. I went over to a field and I'm like, oh, there's no lime here. Who didn't put the lime down? That would be you. Okay. Yeah, you're the only one here. You're the one responsible. So I got that all taken care of. Let me go ahead and make sure that this is in swath dropping. It is. All right, so we are all set to go. Wait for the back end to lower on down. There we go. Now the only thing this will do is my baling wrapper, which we don't need today, but my baling wrapper. Oh no, sorry, I want this unconditioned. With conditioner. Thank you. That just makes the bales bigger. I mean, they're still 240 centimeters in size, but it holds more liters that way. Is it going to come out conditioned on the first one? Probably not. But either way, yeah, so my baling wrapper is probably going to wrap slowly, so I have to go back in and edit the XML file over again just because, Maize Plus updated. And that wrapper is part of the Maize Plus package, so I have to go back in and make it fast again. That's no big deal. That's easy enough to do-ish. May take me about 15 minutes to do so. So our only job for the month of April now is to go ahead and get our grass field cut and get the bales on to the field, and we can pick them up and put them to the side. I don't have a bale shed for conditioned grass yet. We could have. I could find a place for it. We got plenty of room here. But for right now, I think we'll just go ahead and pile it up somewhere. So conditioned grass for the sheep and the cows covers all 4 major food groups. So during the harvest season, which is March through November, we can feed our animals this conditioned grass and be okay with it. It's the winter months where the conditioned grass should really deteriorate, honestly. So if I have any conditioned grass left over moving here on forward, sometime in October, we'll get the bales on out and we'll wrap them and we'll turn them into silage. Because why wouldn't you? You're just not going to let them go to waste, right? So we're kind of forcing our hand, in a way, to where we have to feed our cows TMR, which is not that big of a deal. And of course, with the sheep, we can just feed them hay to get them through the winter, and I'll just cover one of the food groups. The other food groups that we will be able to cover this upcoming winter, actually, is sugar beet for one. And I forgot to put up a graph to let me see what the other food groups that will cover the sheep. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that on out. I really do miss the animal food overview. It just I'm having a mod conflict with it. But by getting rid of that with just one mod, it solves all my problems. So, unfortunately, that's the mod I'm going to have to leave disabled for now until I can figure it out, or maybe there'll be an update to it, or to another mod, whatever it's conflicting with. I have no idea. But for now, it's just going to have to go without. So, conditioned grass, the silage additive should be being used, which adds an extra 5% to the yield. And this grass field here, I think, is going to be big enough to support the animals that we currently have for a while, because we'll get 3 harvests off it per year. But moving forward, once we get more cows, which I already forgot, is it 200 or 250 that shed holds? Yeah, once we have that many cows, we're going to be going through the feed quite a bit. I am a little bit nervous, though, because we're going from 2 cows up to 22. So just a little bit nervous because I know how much to eat. I want to take it kind of slow, but then again, I said, let's go for 20. Why not? We got plenty of TMR that we can make, though, so I'm not that concerned or worried about it. And if worse comes to worse, well, we'll just sell some cows. But I think we're going to be okay. So this is a pretty good setup here with the big Krone M and, of course, the matching baler. It's like they were made for one another. But of course they were. But not in this... I don't think it was made to be... the baler was made to be running off the big M itself with a PTO shaft. But we have a handy dandy mechanic in the shop that whizzed one up for us, so we can run it this way. And luckily the ground here is nice and flat, so we don't lose that much horsepower. It's able to run the baler and the big M all at once. Any slight hills, though, we'll see the miles per hour dip down a little bit. But I do notice I got the bale counter back. I thought that was only with the Vermeer pack. I wonder if I activated that and didn't even know it. But now we're counting bales, apparently. So already we made 13 bales off this field. I just barely started. So when May comes, we're just going to check on the animals. Oh, I probably need to check on the sawmill to see how much wood is in there, make sure that can continue running. There was a mod that came out today along with the Base Plus I was kind of interested in, and I think it's called like the flavored milk bottling company. So basically, I mean, we are doing cows and milk, and I was kind of thinking about doing it, but I would have to get into a lot of other productions. So basically we can make chocolate milk, which means it would need chocolate along with the milk, so that means I got to make sugar. Another one is strawberry milk, soy milk, and is it oatmeal? Oat milk? Maybe oat milk. So you can pretty much see the ingredients that we need there. Soy and oats. Not that hard to do. Strawberries, I would have to get myself a greenhouse or two and supply it with that. It's a nice looking mod, but I think for now we're just going to take our milk to the dairy production and go ahead and make cheese and butter with it. I don't want to get too heavy into all different types of productions, but I don't mind trying out. I don't want to have like 3 chains of a production to get a final product. Unlike the cotton and wool that we're doing in the spinnery, it's all going to one production building, so it's all going in there. It'll make fabric, and then of course it'll make the clothing. But I don't want one where I gotta, you know, I don't want to make it too complicated. I guess is what I'm saying. Productions are just kind of like a second thing here. This is mostly about Maize Plus and the animal food add-on and what it adds to Farming Simulator 22. And to learn about it and to go along with it and see if I want to use it in further Let's Plays in the future. Every time I start a new series, I always try to do something I have not done before in the current Farming Simulator that we're in. Just to learn, and because you never know, it may be something that you like. I remember, was it 19? I think it was 19 when Precision Farming first came out. And I looked at it and said, nah, I don't want to do that. And I tried it for a little bit. When I say tried it for a little bit, maybe like an hour or two. And I was like, nah, it was just, I didn't quite like it. Then I just said, well, just go ahead and do it in a series and see if you like it. And after that, I was hooked. Plain and simple. But yeah, in the month of May, we're just going to be pretty much skipping through the month. All of our fields are pretty much set. I don't really have the money to expand with land anymore. I need to keep the money that we have because that's all the money I can borrow. What you see is what we got, and we need the root crop harvester. We need to lease the cotton module harvester at some point. Those are kind of expensive, and of course we got production buildings to pay off. Well, not pay off, but the hourly rate once they start getting going. Now the 20 cows we just bought. They will take another 6 months before they start producing milk. So they are 18 months old, and the cows that we have didn't start making milk until they were 24, 25 months old. So let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October. October, November, those 20 cows will start producing milk. And that's when we can probably start transporting milk over to the production building and start making butter and cheese. Alright, let me go ahead and finish up this lovely little conditioned grass harvest I got going on here. I'm going to call this my emergency harvest in case we run out of food. I mean, for the sheep, it's basically for the sheep, honestly. But it's also our emergency food for the cattle, the moo-moos, the money makers. All right, I'll stop. I'll see you when I get done with this field, and we'll wrap up April and move on to May and quickly to June, to where our barley fields should be ready for harvest. Well, we definitely are producing the bales. I wasn't expecting to get over 40. I mean, okay. It's all looking good, though. The more, the merrier. Let's make one more pass here, and then we'll put this stuff away. Although the baler will be used when we're harvesting the barley to make straw bales. That's the one thing we're very much lacking here in the farm, but this year I think we'll get more than enough. To get us on by. One thing I am noticing is this baler seems to have a better pickup than the baler I'm using on East Violent. It's not leaving a lot of bits behind. It's pretty well clean. And I really probably at this point should disconnect the baler from the Big M and go around with the tractor and pick it up. But here I am doing it with this. Definitely is a lot easier with a tractor than the Big M. The way the Big M turns and the baler follows behind it, I couldn't figure out the arc that well, so went and got the JCB because I need the JCB anyways. I need to go to the store and get the dolly for the header and bring that on back. I'm going to try to do the right thing here, and when we go harvesting with the header, instead of just riding around with it on the combine, unless I'm going like right next to the next field over, we will use the dolly for the header. There we go. Let's unload these bales. And I will leave them in the field for now. They're fine right where they are. And yep, my shed, if I can call it a shed, it's just getting to be, hey, here's an open space. Plop that here still, kind of a thing. Alright, let's go at least remove the dolly from the store. We still will keep our eye on the store sale page for secondhand items. Because, let's face it, if the cotton module harvester comes up for sale that we're looking for, and it's like 50% off, I would have to find a way to get it. Same thing goes for the root crop harvester. Those are the big items. So there's about 42 or 43 bales in that field. I think I will have to use one of the bale sheds over there and then put down another one. So we'll have, of course, 4 different categories for it. Let's see here. When I do this... Alright, let's go ahead and get this all set up. This is going to need to go somewhere like right about there. And then this part needs to go like right about here. Now we got to use the combine to lift up the header and get it on the trailer. Of course, I may have left that kind of in the way. I think I can get around it or budget a little bit. Okay, we'll move that. Hopefully it'll connect. Let's see, I need to fold in the header. And then, of course, that's not facing the right. Oh, there it is. Nope, never mind. Oh, there it is. Got it. Nope, nope, I thought I did. Wait a minute, that needs to be there. Now we're connected. Alright. Now just kind of put that like right about there-ish. And then find the sweet spot for... Alright, maybe I'm too close to it. Now let's back up and see if it triggers. Do I need to be on that dolly? Works fine in East Vineland. Just got to go ahead and find where the sweet spot is here. Oh, I think I was right there. There we go. Now we can drive this forward, and now it is all set. Might as well leave it like that because that'll be transporting it over to the barley fields. Let's put the combine back away. Oh yeah, I'm wondering, did I disconnect this? I did. But the trailer still seems to have shifted that way. Let's do a little bit. Can I move this on over? Let's put that there and see what happens. See if that shifts on us. Alright, let's have a quick look at the sale page. Oh yeah, so nothing there. And now, got to check on the sawmill, because that's really the only production building we really got going here. 25,000 liters. I'd say, just to be on the safe side, because it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, so, you know, it'd be almost 24 hours before I can check on it again. So let's head over and get our logging trailer, head up to the windmill. We'll grab some logs, throw that into the sawmill, and that should be good for a little bit. Yeah, I'm starting to think I may need to start thinking about planting some trees up there. Sounds kind of weird to say that, but I might be going through them quicker than I plan on to. Only because I got all 4 categories turned on. We're making planks, planks long, prefab walls, and wood beams. And of course wood chips are piling on up. Alright, let's go grab some wood, shall we? Need to be kind of careful with this Volvo driving up through here the way the train is at 55 miles an hour. It gets a little swirly and I don't need to be going into my fields. Right now it's not going to matter because the crop is not tall enough to destroy it. But it will be next month. Let's avoid all the stumps. I think I'm just going to go up here and find a good pile if I can. And run into a stump, of course, because they're everywhere. Alright, switch auto load to the right. We want to do that. Pile of 1, which is good. And then I'll turn it back off. Get somewhat near to it. Try to do it the way it's intended to be used, which is turn it on, well, stop, turn it on, turn it off, move. As you can see, we do have a decent amount of logs up here, but I need to start preparing for the future. And good thing is, in a way, I just was looking on the map for Slendra because I'm doing trees on what is the best tree to plant. And let's see, can I plant? Where's that going to be? Pallets. And it's going to be these. Not the spruce. The spruce is pretty good. The stone pine, apparently, on a couple of charts I saw, give out the most amount of liters per tree. So probably plant stone pine up here is what I need to do. Alright, we're going to consider that a pretty darn good load. It looks nice and stacked. Yeah, as for the stumps, I'm honestly, with the amount of stumps I'm going to have up here, I don't think it's that entertaining to watch me grind up stumps. So I'll probably just use the easy developer mod and take the cheesy way out and just delete the stumps. I don't think watching me be up here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, just grinding away at stumps and try to get every little... Because sometimes, as we know, it can be kind of finicky getting them. I mean, if it wasn't going to be as many as they're going to be, I wouldn't mind tackling it, but it's just going to be a lot of stumps, and we're not really here to do forestry work. But one thing I do need to do around here is make some roads. But of course, I can only make roads on the property that we own. And I did say I'm not going to do like towns or like little suburbs like I did on No Man's Land. But I do plan on like putting in roads, putting in maybe just plant trees, not buy trees, but plant them with a planter and watch them grow. I think it'd be kind of fun doing that. Yeah, all right, it says take care of our animals. They're fine. It's only giving me the warning because their health is below 25%, but those are the new cows that we just bought, so their health will go up. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, unstrap the logs. And then we'll come over here, and the trigger should be like right there. Get in the truck, they'll fall. And they'll fall again. Rinse, lather, repeat. There we go. So now we're up to 62,000 liters of wood in there, so that should be good. Alright, we'll drop that off now. And I probably should take the semi-road that is here. Drive back to the farm, and we are done for the day. And also for the month of May, but we'll, keep an eye on our animals. I don't actually have a trailer hitch to take that. Nope. Thought I'd give it a try, though. I didn't see one there, but you never know. So the grass field will need fertilizer. We got a couple months to get it on down. It does get a little laggy, a little framey. I drop frame rates when I get near the workshop when I come in. Although, how's it doing up in here? Up in here? Yeah, I dropped some. But it could be because of all the implements and stuff I got there. But now it looks a lot better, I would say, with 22 cows out here rather than just the 2. And, yeah, their health is at 10%, but of course it's going to go on up. And once it does, it'll be good. Straw looks kind of low already. Oh, water... I'll double check them in the afternoon so you can kind of see how the stats look. We'll double check them before I go to bed. And we'll make sure that everything is okay for the most part. Yeah. The one thing I do want to keep an eye on as well is I want to see how much this goes up. So slurry, we're up to almost 2,600 liters. And the manure, we're sitting at like 16.5. All right, I'll see you in the afternoon unless something weird happens. Well, 7:30 in the evening and everything is looking well, but we're almost up to 25,000 liters of manure already. Just shy of 1,000 liters of manure per hour that we're getting. The straw is already down to 19,000 liters. The slurry got up to 7,300 liters, so yeah, they're going to start producing more and more. And of course, the milk is not going to be that impressive yet because we only got 2 cows producing milk. The sheep, oh yeah, probably should keep an eye on the sheep as well. I think you guys are good for the night. I do hope so. Double check on the store because we went by a whole day. I do want to buy an AR, don't I? It's kind of, I really want to buy that for the price it is. That would be perfect here for the farm. Getting a tractor that can be comparable to the case. The JCB just isn't quite up to that task for field work. But yeah, the AR would be good, but that would drop me down kind of too low. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to hold off on that, unfortunately. I mean, basically, it's either harvester that we're looking for. Anywho, yeah, we're going to have to let that one pass anyways. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to bed. I think we're all set. Hopefully no warnings when I wake up. And money-wise, we're doing okay money-wise. We are losing money a little bit every day. Actually, how much? Well, since we're here, the sheep are looking okay. The cows are low on water. They're getting a little low on straw. But we got one more month to go. Food, they went through a lot of food. We're going to have to feed them today. So I can either feed them that condensed grass or I can make them TMR. This is looking really, really good. Yeah, none of our fields should be ready. Let me just double check on that. Definitely nothing should be ready for harvest. But our barley fields, at least these 2, should be ready to go next month. And everything else is growing. But we really need that straw. Yeah, so feeding the cows, I think we'll just give them conditioned grass. Because that's what they can take. And hopefully they can make it till the end of the, well, at least till next month. Yeah, you guys are down to 5,000, so you could use a bale as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and just use this. So wait, is this, I forgot, is this fresh or conditioned? Condition. Alright. We'll grab these. And unfortunately with this mod, it doesn't tell me what side it's unloading on. But I guarantee you it's going to be on the wrong side. Or not. Alright, so they should be full. Which they are. Alright, let's go ahead and take these back on up. And I'm not going to bother bringing the wool over to the spinnery. I mean, they got some there, but I got plenty more space. But it doesn't need to be in there until we got cotton. Because our recipe is better when we combine both wool and cotton together. We get double the fabric. Wait, the unload is on... Oh, crap. Yep, I kind of forgot about that already. Because I'm a moron. So let's go over here. Where's that trigger? Trigger should be right here somewhere. And when in doubt, turn on the icons. I'd like to leave them off just because it makes it more... Oh, it's right here. Okay. Nope, not those. And those say grass. That was one thing I did not test with her sheds. If they were compatible with Maize Plus. Because again, I'm a moron. But they do say grass condition. So, okay, so yeah, we're all set there. I do believe we're all set there. So they came back out as conditioned grass. I got another bale in there though that needs to come on out. That one right there. I'll unload that one. Maybe what I need to do is to mark the area where the triggers are is just barely. We'll go into landscaping, and what I'll do is I'll mark like the corners with like a different type of gravel, so I can see where the triggers are before I get triggered. Can we reach that over there? It took them. Perfect. Alright, I'll leave those on. I think the best thing I should do is go get that conditioned grass. We'll get a full trailer. And we'll come back and we'll just fill up the feed trough for the cows. But we had about 60,000 liters of feed in that trough yesterday when we put the cows in, and they're down already. Which is what I expected, but every time it's going to happen, it's going to surprise me, maybe, a little bit of how much they're eating. So you can imagine, we're only at 20 cows. When we got 200 and some odd cows in there, if I decide to go that far, it's going to be a thing. But I am just only doing 1 day per month, so if I was doing like 4 days a month, it wouldn't be going through as fast. With the animals in Farming Simulator 22, the animals consume a certain amount of food per month. It just all depends on how many days per month you play. So only playing 1 day per month, they're going to eat all the food they need to in that 1 day. As if you're playing 4 days per month, it's only 25% per day that you got to feed them of what they, of what they need. I think, is this one of those things that I'm going to have to get used to as we go along here? And I do believe we got a full trailer. This Valtra is doing a wonderful job with the bales. Glad I didn't pick a smaller tractor for it. Yeah, so when I do this, make sure I stay away from those triggers. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Bales go in, we can just take them right back out as we saw. Let me guess, it's going to say I'm too close. Probably still too close. Nope, there it goes. And I think we're going to leave those bales right there for... You know what? No, let's go ahead and pick those back up. Because now with a full trough, right? They're going to have a full trough. We can kind of see what they're going to take. 180,000 liters. We can kind of see what they're going to take in a full day. Straw, they're going to be fine on the straw. But we definitely need some water over here. So for now, we'll just park the Valtra over here. That was the only thing when I saw it that this cow pen, which I like because the pasture is big enough. So the grazing mod helped us out, but it wasn't automatic water for the animals. And yes, this planter seems to shift to the right no matter what. You saw it. I moved it, and it's right back up against the milk trailer. So, yep, I didn't move it. Where did I park my truck? Jeez, down here. Yeah, I'm going to have to... I need to... I keep saying it. I'm going to need to organize this this parking bay that we have here and start getting where things park into a certain area. That way I know where they are. But I'm just in the habit right now of wanting to advance to the next step and just find an open parking spot and just plop it there. So, blue for water. Whoops. Blue for water. And of course that's probably from the planter. When it moved, everything has been hitting everything. So yeah, this is a mess. Alright, I am gonna have to sort this out somehow. We'll get it all squared away. We're still in the building phase here on Hinterland. Well, we are actually okay. We actually are done building because I don't have any more cash. But you know what I'm saying. Wait, I can put water. Does it let me put water in at the trigger way back there? Interesting, but we're going to put it here because that's where it kind of goes. I should say kind of goes. That's where it goes. How much manure are we up to? 36,000 liters. And that is all the water they can take. So I'll just pull in over here. Yeah, I may have to move this, but that was the whole thing about it is it doesn't cost that much. Can I turn this off? Okay, I can turn it off and it'll just keep on filling. The 8R is still sitting there. It's 100,000. That'd bring me down to 240, which is just way too low for what I need to do. How is our production buildings going? 43,000 liters. I got plenty of room of storage still, so we're all good there. And now the cow's got a full feed trough. And next month you ladies should have some straw. Alright, so there's not much to do here other than I could go over and fertilize the grass field, but that does not need to be done. It will need to be done next month. And the sheep are doing fine on feed as well. And we only got a little bit of wool. Alright, I'm going to fast forward to the afternoon and we'll double check on the cows again. So with a full trough at 8:30 in the morning, we'll see how much they go through in about 10 hours time. So just about 10 hours later, 6:30 in the evening, the manure is, well, it's up to about 46,000 liters. We're already up to 21,000 liters of slurry, down to 12,000 liters of straw. The milk is up to 6,000. And the water, they went through, I don't know, about 20% of it. And their feed maybe 10, 15%. And that's only 22 cattle. So, yeah, we'll definitely have to keep our eye on them once we start getting a good herd in here. But, yeah, straw tomorrow. Well, the AR is sold and gone. And speaking of being sold and gone, the month of May needs to be gone. Let's teleport home. Head on upstairs. And, yeah, production buildings. How are we doing there? I think we're going to be fine. Yep, 35,000. Wood chips, since we're starting to get some in storing, I think our pile is getting kind of full. I don't think the BGA takes wood chips, does it? I think I checked on this a couple times. Slurry, straw, so wood chips will sell straight up, I guess. Yep, straight up on the wood chips. I know there's mods out there where I could do like a biomass heating plant and all that kind of stuff, but we'll just sell them straight up when it gets full. All right, fingers crossed that the barley is ready because we planted it last season, so it should be ready. Take care of the animals. Ooh, wait, what? Oh, I know what that is. I bet you we got new sheep. I bet you we got new sheep. We did. So that's why we're getting that message. That got me there. I'm like, why? They shouldn't be out of... Are they out of food? No, they better not be. Yeah, so they made it through the night. The water, they're going to go through a lot of water. That's only 22 cows. They went through half of the water in one night, but that's fine. They are reproducing, of course. Those are the 20 that we bought. Oh, we actually got 24 cows because we had some offspring. Hooray! Kind of forgot about that. They're in puberty, so they're going to take a long time before they have their own. But in the meantime, the sheep are doing the sheep thing. Production buildings. Let me just make sure everything there is looking good. Whoops, I was in the right page. I didn't mean to exit. And yes, we got 2 fields to harvest today. So let's say we get down to it because we could use the straw today at some point. Oh, wait, did I check? No, I think we're just going to go ahead and bring the slurry to the BGA. That's what it's for. I'm not going to take slurry and spray it in the fields. I can definitely get more money out if I were to bring it on. I planted canola here? Oh, no, sorry. Previous harvest was canola. I'm looking at the wrong one. It is barley. All right. Phew. I was thinking, why did I plant canola here? I was looking at the crop rotation and not what I need to be looking at overall. Yeah, the wool is a slow process, but once we get 195 sheep in there, they're going to be producing wool at the same rate as they always did. As far as I know, from what I read, the sheep producing of the wool didn't go up even though they're eating more, unlike the cows, which their production goes up by quite a bit. All right, so I guess we'll just bring the header like right over here. And we'll leave that running for a moment. Let's go get the combine. And, yeah, I think I'll just leave that planter the way it is. So unhooked or hooked up, that planter does shift. I think the only thing I might be able to do, if I were to park like the planter up against one of these posts, and that way it won't shift at all. That's something I could do. That way it's not hitting all the other trailers and moving them around. What I need to do is just take a little bit of time in between episodes and just sort out this parking area and try to get things where they need to be. See, I'm trying to remember. Can I just take the header off and it'll detach it from the JCB trailer? It does. All right, then if I drop that part of the... There we go. Yeah, we're all set. I need to unfold the header itself, unfold the combine. And let's go ahead and put our machines into use the way they should be. JCB, turn that off. Let's go get the case. Case Magnum, right? Boy, it's been a long time since I really used case machinery. I think it's a Case Magnum. Yeah, the Magnum. Okay. We need the baler. And fingers crossed I don't have the issue that I had a couple times on here, but like I said, I disabled that mod, so and I'm going the wrong direction. Turn around and go the right way. There we go. Put the pickup down. Alright, the first bale might be conditioned grass, but let's go ahead and I'll have you follow 30 meters behind. I do love that color for the ideal fence. I love it. Swath on. That'd be good, because we need the straw. Let that implement in the back shift so it drops the swath down. We are harvesting our barley. Uh-oh. Having trouble with the header already. I haven't gone anywhere. That is not a good start. And of course with crop destruction on, when I drove through it, I destroyed the crop. Our worker behind us won't, but I will. And this is not the 60-foot header. This may be equivalent to the 50-footer. If we have problems, I will switch to the 45 flex head. Although, yeah, the only problem with the flex head, the 45-foot flex head, I can't make it match. The combine. So fingers crossed we don't have any issues with it. The terrain around here, as I said before, can be very bumpy in some areas, as we saw. With the planter putting down the corn, we saw a couple spots where the planter didn't even plant the corn. Small areas, but yeah, the first bale came out as conditioned grass. Not that big of a deal. I just realized we got rain in the forecast, but seeing that the rain is the second icon, it's got to be about 4 hours out. So at 2 times the speed. The fields that we got today are rather smallish. We do have another barley field. Or am I mistaken in that? That might be barley on the other side of the grass field. I think it might be. But either way, we got wheat and oat field to harvest later on the year. So I'm hoping we get enough straw. One thing that we are getting of is a decent amount of barley. Now I got to get used to the capacity of this harvester. I bought the harvester because I wanted to use it, but I don't remember the capacity of it. Let's see if I can get most of this over here. There we go. Is it really bumpy there? Must be. Is it going to be 17,000 liter capacity? I'm hoping it's like about that much. Of course, if I wanted to, I could always go in the XML file and edit the capacity of the combine. Yeah, we're getting almost full, so kind of like the combines I had on Griffin, Indiana back in 19. Those held 120,000 liters of range. But we'll try to keep it mostly realistic here. 17,100. All right, but while I'm here, I did want to double check. Yes, that field is barley as well. And that field looks bigger than this field here. Then, of course, we got wheat and oats. Yeah, so yeah, we need the truck. The truck is over here. I'll try not to get in the habit of leaving all the equipment around either, but I'm going to have to take care of those cows. For darn sure. Oh yeah, I do have an idea for the bale sheds too. I think if I put down... It's kind of bumpy around there. I think if I put down a fence, kind of putting a barrier between the cow shed and the balers, I'll know where the triggers are. But of course I gotta leave room for me to drive in, because I can't drive through one to get to another, because they'll take the bales off. But it feels good to be actually harvesting crop again. We did a little bit last year, not a whole lot. But now we're starting to get our product in. We'll start getting some stockpiles going. We'll start getting our production start going, which means at some point we'll have some sales of our products. What's the yield potential on this field? Well, bad soil here, loamy sand, 82% out of 80. And now on sandy loam, it's 103% out of 100. Yeah, so we're going to have to do the crop rotation thing as well. But also what it's going to start doing is it's going to start raising up our precision scoring a little bit, because now if we go into this field here, we got a score of 93. Yeah, the direct drill, that should have worked, but I think that was with the other mod installed, where I was having a conflict with implements, and somehow that triggered it, seeing it as not a direct drill, I guess. And let me just push this bale. Can I just push it? I can. Try not to back up too much, because follow me will get kind of confused. Just keep going on around. And it looks like the baler is picking up every little piece of straw that I'm putting down. I say every little piece, except where I stop and the straw just piles up behind the combine. Well, so far in the rest of the field, the combine and the header is grabbing everything. I'm seeing the combine bounce up and down. I don't want to say quite a bit, but it's noticeable. And as for the honeybee header, we got all the upgrades as we possibly can on it. I don't think it makes any different in the harvest. But we got the carry system on there. And basically what that does is there's a wind turbine on here that blows in front of the grain that goes up in the header. So it doesn't allow the grain to slide off the belt in front of the header but onto the ground. So it keeps all the grain going up to the belt, which then the belt, of course, then feeds into the combine itself. In real life, a lot of farmers praise this. It has increased their yield quite a bit. But in FS22, I think it's just a cosmetic thing for the honeybee header. Well, we are getting bales of straw, of course, but is it enough? I know this field won't be enough for the cows that we have for a year, but I'm thinking overall, in my head, will it be enough? In 19, I've always heard that oats tend to produce the most amount of straw. So we got a big oat field, and of course we got a big wheat field as well. But then again, we do got 2 more barley fields to harvest this year to go along with this. But as I said earlier, if it gets too crazy with the cows, well, we can always just sell them. I can always sell like the young cows. They're not producing any milk. And we'll keep the older ones because they will be reproducing. We won't get much for the young cows, but if we can't feed them, they'll just die on us. So we might as well get some money for them if we have to. And I'd rather keep the mature cows because they can reproduce and they'll be making some milk. And I just missed a little bit of spot of barley there. Well, not 2 full combine loads, but decent enough. Let's see if I can pick up this crop now. Ah, you don't like it going that way either, huh? Worker's gonna run into me. You watch. Hang on a second. Nope, not yet. Okay. They're just following 30 meters behind. I went way ahead of them, so he's just trying to catch up. But all right. So got one little spot there and one little spot over there. That's not too bad. Let's go ahead and empty this on into there. And our baler should catch up with us. So not that it matters too much that I'm going to forget, but in case you're new to crop rotation. So if we go, whoops, if I look down at the bottom right hand corner, we can see now it's showing barley as the last harvest, and the harvest before that was grass. So what I would need to do is go up to here. Let's see, it was grass. Let's find grass. Whoops, there's grass. And then it was barley. And then let's just go ahead and put this as, wait, where is it? Oh, it doesn't give me the option because I got one here. Let's go ahead. I got to put a dash here. Oh, there it goes. And then I got to put a dash there. So now I had grass, barley. So cotton does not look like the greatest choice. Okay, so corn does give us a positive yield. Sugar beet would not be bad, of course. That's 1.1. Yeah, so maybe sugar beet. We'll have to see. All depends on, you know, where else I can put stuff. Thank you, Frank. Looks like it was Frank that we hired for that. Let's go ahead and, whoops, I got to turn that baler off. Spit that on out if you can, please. Thank you very much. Park that there. And we will park that there for now, and we'll take care of the other barley field next episode. And we'll also park this right here for now, because it won't be doing much in between episodes at all. At least I don't think so. But we'll park it up here. But now we got our straw bales, so our cows will be happy. When I mean cows, I mean all 24 of them. We went from 2 to 24 today in this episode. Oh yeah, what time is the rain coming? Yeah, that's good. Look at it at the end of the episode, so when the next episode begins, you won't remember. Weather. 11 o'clock. Yeah, so yeah, not much to do there. So yeah, I think we'll get the other barley field harvested to get more straw. We'll get the condensed grass off the field over there and probably fertilize it. But what I want to do, even though I hate spending more money at this point, but we can see the manure piling up, which is money to us. So while I got these icons up, let's go into construction. Give it a second. There we go. And of course, we need to go to decoration, fencing, and now I got to find the stone wall that I was using up front. It'd be nice to use the same stone wall. So I think I'll have to zoom on over here and see if I can see which one it is, because I already kind of forgot. Is it this one here? That's interesting. They don't snap to one another. That is going to, unless I'm using the wrong. Oh, okay. That's because it's different. It is a different type wall. It is this one here that I'm using. All right. So now we know the wall. That makes sense. All right. Let's come over here. And what we're going to do is, so I can't. Yeah, I think we'll just do it like this. So that's not too bad. $1,000 for a wall. Building myself a wall. And then another one, of course. Can't really. Okay, I can kind of see the marker. There we go. Now, when I turn the interactive zone markers back off, now I know. Pretty simple. Just don't go on that side of the wall. So that leaves me room to bring in like a trailer, and then I can zip in here, drop off our silage bales, and dip in here and put in our straw or condensed grass. I would like to keep them all lined up, so what I think I'm going to do is probably going to have to move this water tanker, because I'll have to put another bale shed here. That way we got 4 sheds: condensed grass, silage, hay, straw. And then we'll be all covered there. And of course, our lovely animals on the food. How are they doing on the food? The sheep are looking fine. Everything here is in red, but I mean, it's overall it's not too bad. And here, yeah, not too bad. They're going through it, but not too bad. The water, they're going through a lot more. The straw, well, we're about to go ahead and take care of that. The milk, we only got 2 cows making milk, but we're up to 8,000 liters. And when the other 2 cows hit 24, 25 months old in 6 months, we're going to be getting lots and lots of milk. So that's going to be kind of fun, bringing it over to the production building. So you lovely ladies, keep on munching and start making us money. But when you hit 5 years old, we're probably going to have to start selling it, because you could die on us. But anyways, there we go. We are now in the month of June. Harvesting has begun. And we'll start moving some products around. And also some implements around as well. I got to clean this on up. And like I said, I think put the planter so the back end is parked up against one of these posts, so it doesn't shift on me. I think that's the best option for us. And then, yeah, clean this up a little bit and make it look a little bit better in here. And start getting a little bit organized. That would be a good idea. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Hinterland. But until then, have a good one.